Hello and welcome to my Monday vlog. Today it's clearly raining. It is outside as well. And today we're going to do a review of Far Cry. The first Far Cry, not the sequel which I just finished, but the first Far Cry game. And then we're going to talk about movies about monkeys. That's right, and because of this, I have chosen to be in a jungle world. This is called Jungle Madness, and as always, this is an adventure map, but I am just gonna explore instead of doing the actual adventure. And I would really wish it would stop raining. But let's just get inside, away from the rain. We'll go in here. Okay, this is the rules of the map, which it really doesn't matter since I am not going to be playing them. Let's sleep. I'm going to die when I wake up, I think. No, I'm not. Anyway, how the fuck do I get out of here? How do I get out of here, actually? Oh, the rain stopped. Amazing. How do I... Okay. Have fun. Thank you. That was very nice of you, map maker. Oh, wait, there's a path right here. Going down. Okay, but yeah, Far Cry 1, which of course takes part in a tropical paradise similar to this, only the graphics is a little better. The story of Far Cry 1 is basically that you are hired by a woman to take her to an island, and on the way there there's a storm and you get separated. You wake up on a beach and is now kind of have to flee for your life. At first the game is mostly realistic, having to deal with fences, no, to deal with soldiers with weapons. What was that? Later on, we can do this. I forgot. Ooh. Later on, in the game you exit. Okay, I'm just gonna leave then. Later on in the game, there's some mutated creatures, including mutated monkeys, and also some mutated soldiers. Now this was a revolution in gaming industry. The detail of the jungle was amazing, and so I mean nothing before had ever had details like that on the leaves and the plants and stuff like that. It wasn't until Crisis that was actually beaten, as far as I know, as for details, jungle details. Ooh, nice. This looks nice. But yeah, it's a really amazing. Okay, some game, some great weaponry, some great enemies. The AI worked out well, as far as I remember, and oh, it's a spawner. I was thinking, why are there enemies? I'm playing on peaceful. Hmm. But yeah, I really loved that game. I especially liked that the vehicles was like in Far Cry 2, some of the best vehicles. There was actually one thing that was better in Far Cry 1 than in Far Cry 2 was that you would actually sometimes have a driver who and would drive around while you were manning the turret. That was really missing in Far Cry 2 at times. Other cool things in Far Cry was that you could actually throw stones to distract enemies. That was a quite interesting develop. And it told a really nice story throughout the game. And that's a hut. Uh, though the ending, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but the ending I did not really like. I'm not talking about the ending story-wise. I'm talking about the final battle, which was, in my opinion, nice, kinda lame. But otherwise, it was an amazing game, amazing graphics, weapons, enemies. Overall, really amazing. I think it's weird that it's not mentioned more often when people do like top 10 this and reasons that gaming and blah blah blah. Like it's not really mentioned that often as a classic game. Not as often as it should, anyway. In my opinion, it is among some of the best first-person shooters out there. So I highly recommend, if you have not played Far Cry 1, you should do it. It's a beautiful game. I really, really love, and I like the graphic that it's tropical and therefore it's a very bright game. The water is bright. The leaves are bright. The jungle is bright. Sticks are bright, and I really don't have much more to say about Far Cry. Read note. Nope, I'm not gonna read a note. How do I get out of here? Am I supposed to cut this down? I'm gonna cut this down. No, I'm not supposed to cut this down. Maybe I am. Aha! I'm probably not supposed to do this, but I am. Clearly, I'm not supposed to do this. There's a step ladder. You could go further up. I'm an idiot. This door is locked. So, I'm gonna go up here. But yeah. Scared me. We got a ghast here that's probably points. Spider web. And we get a lever. Cool. So we can open that door down there. So far, this map is actually pretty well done. One thing that you can say about the entire Far Cry series is that it's a shame, and in some way, it's a shame that they kind of chose to do it the way they did with different stories. Because as for Far Cry 1 and as for Far Cry 2, I would actually like to have seen sequels to the games taking place in the universe. Far Cry 1 created a very nice main character. Which was in the movie portrayed by Till Schweiger, who did a excellent job. I would have liked to see more of his adventures, to be honest. And in Far Cry 2, it's the entire idea about an African adventure that really, oh my god, that really made the game interesting. But we'll do Far Cry 2 at another point. Now let's get to the movies, which are about apes. And as last time, I actually made a list of movies. Am I supposed to jump this? I hope not. Oh wait, the path continues this way. So let's start with an obvious choice, King Kong. Now there's a lot of King Kong movies. I think actually there's 5 or 6 King Kong movies, with not more. Oh, look at this. So let's start off with the original King Kong from 1933, I think. Oh my god. And that is, of course, in my opinion, the best King Kong movie. And the ape in that movie isn't actually big. That's one thing that was kind of weird about the movies, was the evolution of King Kong. He changed sizes throughout the history of King Kong. Let's light these lamps. Ooh, enchanted armor. But yeah, the first King Kong movie was, in my opinion, the best. That was followed by a sequel, which I have not seen, called The Son of Kong. I have not actually seen that movie, so I don't know whether that movie was good or not. And it was followed by yet another sequel, I think. Can't remember. Then we have the 1978 version of King Kong, which actually I liked. A lot of people have said that it's the bad movie. In my opinion, it's actually a pretty decent movie. That was actually the movie with the biggest monkey, as far as I know, where King Kong was big, like huge, extremely huge. Starring Jessica Lange and the dude, Jeff Bridges. Now, that movie was also followed up by a sequel called King Kong Lives, with starring Linda Hamilton, and that wasn't really that good. Then we have, of course, the new one from 2000 and I would say 2007, although I am not sure that that is the correct Yeah, but and to be honest, I didn't really care much for that version. Mostly because it was made. There was so much CGI. That was really when in the time period when CGI really started to take control over movies, and I really didn't. The story was almost identical to the original one from '33, so I would recommend you see that instead of the Peter Jackson version. It was a decent movie, but it was just entertaining. The original King Kong and even the '78 version of King Kong was really, I think, the thing was too amazing about those were the fact that I'm back at the beginning of the map. Huh. No, the fact that they actually had some very nice special effects that wasn't CGI. Uh, in the '78 version, they actually created a giant like robot with some of it like a giant hand and also a movable King Kong head. And there were also the Japanese version of King Kong, which was called, of course, Godzilla vs. King Kong. So, which was, it's actually considered to be a King Kong movie. Little known fact. I'm just ruining this map now. Sorry. I think I got lost at some point. Well, we're just exploring, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, look at that beach. So the sun is going down. And, whoa. Take a look at that. That's actually pretty cool. Um, but yeah, let's move on to another series about monkeys, which is Planet of the Apes. I was about to say King Kong again. That's because I actually have them reversed on my list. That's a house here. Abandoned mineshaft. Ooh. But yeah, King. Sorry. I just made the blooper reels, which I don't have. But yeah, Planet of the Apes. And the best one is, of course, the original. I saw the original Planet of the Apes back when I was only like 8 or 9. I was probably a little young to be watching a movie like that. Is this house upside down? It is. This is kind of weird. It's probably something in the story. But yeah, the original, the first one, was an amazing movie about an astronaut coming back to Earth. Well, spoiler alert. Well, we're coming back to landing on a planet and finding out it's populated by monkeys instead of humans. And it's a really interesting story with Charlton Heston before he truly outed himself as a gun-loving fascist. May he rest in peace. But yeah, a great movie with some great dialogue. You know, of course, the classic line, "Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape." I think that's how it goes. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I actually bought in the mid to around now late '90s probably. I think it was. I bought a VHS box set. Yes, I was still buying VHS in the late '90s. I know I was a little behind. Let's make it light, but don't interrupt me, cow. But and I have but the sequel to Planet of the Apes was a little weird in my opinion, starring some mutants who could control things with their mind and worshipped an atomic bomb. I liked the idea, but the movie itself was kind of weird. And then it got even weirder, as in the third movie, they was transported back in time, which and it became more of a comedy. That movie was that well received, but I kind of enjoyed it. What a waste of time going down here. This may be useful. Okay, if I want to kill myself. Um, sorry, I just got a thing popped up on my screen saying, "Hey, you should update this." Looks like you need to find a key. Fuck keys. I don't need no stinking keys. And then the movies after that, Planet of the Apes, was kind of weird, and I liked them kind of. One of them was about the revolution of the monkeys, and one was more of a war between monkey and man or something. I really don't can't remember. And of course we have the Tim Burton one, which was. I don't think it was as terrible as everybody made it out to be. I kind of liked it. I liked the ending especially. That was actually a pretty interesting ending, which actually set it aside from all the other movies in where it how it the story turned out. I haven't seen the newest one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, yet, which isn't actually that new, but it's still the newest. Moving on, then we have a movie like Mighty Joe Young, which was actually a remake. The one I saw was the one from the 90s, which was a remake of a old movie from the 30s or 40s. I can't remember. I haven't seen the original one, but the remake was it was an okay movie about a giant ape, not King Kong giant, but giant still. Um, and it was entertaining. That's pretty much all there is to say about it. It wasn't a great movie, it was an entertaining movie. Another entertaining movie was Congo, which was, it kind of got mixed reviews. I kind of liked it. It was written by Michael Crichton, the guy who also wrote Jurassic Park. The story was about a temple of apes. It was basically a story about monkeys and temples. I don't know. It's been a century since I've seen it. That is actually a lie. But it's been a decade at least. More than a decade since I saw that movie, I think. What else we have? Monkey Shines, a horror movie by George A. Romero about a helper monkey that goes nuts. Not Romero's best movie, but definitely an interesting movie, and it's not a bad movie, not at all. But like I said, far from Romero's best. But if you have the opportunity to watch it, I would say go ahead. Finally, the last one is a movie called Link. It's not very well known. I saw it first as I would think when I was 12, 13, maybe 14. No, that was actually too late. Probably at the age of 12. It's a horror movie, but it wasn't really that scary. It's about a doctor making experiments on monkeys, making them smarter. And of course, one of them goes nuts. Whoa, that's a pirate ship over here. But yeah, Link is actually a very enjoyable movie. Look at the flag. The ship is well done, but the flag, nuts. That's just weird. But yeah, Link. If you have the option of viewing that movie, I would say do it. It's a very interesting movie. And I can't remember who was in it. There was someone famous in it, but not at the moment that famous. Oh God, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to make a video. Mm. Yeah, punch you. Punch you again. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's sum up. Oh my God, I punched the guy through the door. That was pretty, pretty awesome. Let's sum up. Far Cry 1, an amazing first-person shooter with some nice features, nice driving, nice weapons. Overall, a nice game with a kind of crappy ending, but still worth playing. And then we had some of the movies. I had the Planet of the Apes movies, the original 5, tops the new one, in my opinion. We have King Kong, the best one being, again, the first, and the second best being the 1978 version. A lot of people would probably disagree with me on that one. Then we have Congo, which was a decent entertainment movie. The same goes with Mighty Joe Young. And then we have Monkey Shines, a horror movie by George A. Romero. And finally, Link, another horror movie about apes, which is I really like. But I think I'm gonna end it here. These vlogs are getting a bit longer, and I hope that people will enjoy them. And I'll see you Wednesday for more vlogging, and I'll see you tomorrow for more gaming. Bye.